IT and security leaders in a large dynamic enterprise face an ongoing challenge of keeping their data protection policies aligned as their environment constantly evolves. New workloads appear overnight, policies change, and assets move across hybrid and multi-cloud environments faster than any admin can track. In highly regulated industries, missing even a single unprotected workload can lead to compliance risks, data loss, or costly downtime. Commvault's Arlie Advisor agent brings AI-driven intelligence to your protection planning. It automatically analyzes your cloud environment, identifies risks, and recommends the optimal protection plan for every asset, reducing the need for manual tagging or endless spreadsheets. In the next few minutes, you'll see how Commvault's Arlie Advisor agent surfaces actionable, AI-driven recommendations to close protection gaps and optimize coverage, automates policy assignment and drift detection, enabling you to be protected and compliant, simplifies complex workflows, turning hours of manual review into a few guided clicks. Here's the Commvault Cloud Discovery Dashboard, the foundation for proactive protection. Imagine the challenge of managing hundreds or thousands of virtual machines across Azure and other clouds. This dashboard provides a comprehensive view of your overall coverage, including what's protected, what's externally managed, and where potential gaps may exist. It's not just about seeing what you have, it's about knowing where you're at risk and what to do next. On the left, you see a real-time summary, which resources are protected, which are exposed, and where your data resides. In this example, 400 Azure VMs are protected by Commvault. 400 are not. An easy miss in a sprawling enterprise, but clearly visible here. On the right, the resource size summary indicates approximately 120 terabytes of total data, with 95 terabytes already protected. This dashboard serves as the starting point for the Arlie Advisor agent, which builds upon the discovered metadata to analyze coverage, detect drift, and recommend optimized protection plans. Switching to the Policy Recommendations view, the agent has already analyzed all your discovered workloads and distilled hundreds of data points into a handful of clear, explainable insights. Here, we see 6 recommendations: 4 to protect new workloads, and 2 to optimize existing plans for improved efficiency. Each recommendation is tailored using metadata, such as workload type and resource tags, so that the plans are matched to the profile. Instead of a manual, spreadsheet-driven review of hundreds of virtual machines, you get targeted, AI-driven guidance that's easy to act on. Let's look at 3 of these recommendations in detail. First, here's a recommendation for a group of finance production virtual machines that were recently discovered and aren't yet protected. The agent recommends assigning the Mission-Critical Protection Plan, designed for high-activity, business-critical workloads that require tighter recovery objectives and frequent backups. On the right, you can see the reasoning. These workloads show frequent change activity. They're tagged as production. They have short RPO and RTO targets based on metadata analysis. For now, I'll keep this one under review, and we'll revisit it later. Next, the agent has identified several newly added development virtual machines that are currently unprotected. Based on their lower activity and non-production tags, it recommends the Standard Protection Plan, which offers daily backups with moderate retention. This is a perfect example of intelligent policy assignment, using context to automatically match the right plan, rather than a one-size-fits-all approach. Again, the reasoning is clear. These are dev workloads, with lower risk and less frequent changes, so a lighter protection plan may be appropriate. I'll hold off on applying this one for now. Finally, here's one of the optimization recommendations. The agent has identified a set of workloads currently assigned to the high-frequency protection plan, but based on their configuration and tags, they may not require that level of protection. It flags this as a policy drift, meaning the assigned plan no longer matches the intended policy or workload, and recommends switching to the Standard Protection Plan. On the right, you can see a side-by-side comparison of the current plan and the recommended one, including backup frequency, retention, and the relative cost impact. This means you can immediately see not just the what, but the why, so you can make informed decisions fast. This helps you keep protection plans aligned with your organizational standards and policies, even as workloads move or change ownership. It provides a proactive way to avoid overprotection and unnecessary cost while helping maintain compliance. Let's go back to the first recommendation, the mission-critical plan for those finance workloads, and apply it. When you click Apply Plan, it opens the Protection Plan wizard, already pre-populated with the recommended settings. Plan name, backup frequency, retention, a target location. All you need to do is review and confirm. The Arlie Advisor agent handles the heavy lifting, selecting the right plan, and managing the necessary details. The entire process is simple, with no manual mapping and minimal risk of human error. Review, confirm, and you're done. Once you complete the wizard, the workloads are automatically added to the plan, and the dashboard updates to show improved coverage and reduced risk. Back on the dashboard, you see the impact. The number of unprotected workloads has decreased, and the overall protection coverage has improved. That's the power of the Arlie Advisor agent, continuously analyzing discovered workloads, highlighting the most important actions, guiding admins through simple, confident decisions. By combining Commvault's discovery with the Arlie Advisor agent, protecting cloud assets becomes proactive instead of reactive. Together, they can deliver intelligent, AI-driven policy assignment, automated matching of each workload to the optimal plan, automated protection gap detection to help keep workloads protected, continuous drift detection, helping you keep your environment aligned with your organization's policies, even as it changes. Simplified workflows, turning complex error-prone tasks into a few guided clicks.